Welcome out here to the playoff edition of the Lions Den Live. I'm your host, President, Founder of Roar Sports, Jason Saab, Assistant Director.
Coach Miggs, you know.
Coach Miggs in the house, keeping it real, giving us his expertise, so to speak.
Yes, sir.
Anyhow, we just want to welcome you in. It's been a good season.
It's been an excellent season.
It's been a good season.
Amazing.
No craziness. No.
But you know, it went fast than people expected. It's already here. It's already the end road, near the end road.
Right. Our typical producer, Bear Saab, is missing. He's recovering, I think, from the Fright Farm with some of his buddies from last night. Yeah, so he should be making an appearance. So you're going to be stuck with me running the camera and everything else. But it's all good. It's all good. So we've got something special for you today. We had a little bit of a glitch with the internet connection with some of our live stream, and so we don't have a lot of video highlights, actually any, to be honest with you. We decided instead to invite. We've got some players actually that are going to be on camera here shortly, asking us some questions, just having some fun with it, and looking at the playoff brackets that are set now for the playoffs. So it's going to be exciting. We start this week, Tuesday night.
Yeah, Tuesday night, single elimination. That should be exciting.
Single elimination, yeah. Move you win on, lose you go home.
Yep.
So yeah, the way we operate here, everybody is in. So regardless of your record, everybody's in. Everybody has a chance. You know something about being a Cinderella story back when I think you were the Patriots and I was the Lions, maybe?
Yeah, you was the undefeated Lions, and you know my Patriots was 1-5. Looked like we had no hope.
I thought you were 0-6 actually.
No, we end up winning one.
Did you win one? Okay.
At the end of the season, but we actually kicked it back in gear, and we beat the undefeated Lions and went to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, it makes it hurt a little less. Won. So anyhow, that was a good season.
It's just a simple fact that at this point in the season, anything can happen. I think these are where the kids come out and they shine their best. The coaches starting to get their ideas and putting kids in best positions. And I just think this is where you're going to see the best of the best play.
Yeah, I think it brings out the best in a lot of players. Some players get a little nervous and antsy, but once they get going, and it seems like the older the division, the quicker they start because they know what to expect, right? A lot of the kids have been there before, and so they're not as amped up or as anxious even to get going. But for those of you that aren't aware, on Super Bowl Saturday, it is a spectacle. We have everything from usually live national anthem singers to fog and smoke and lights and tunnels and player introductions.
I'm waiting for Larry the Lion to return. Please, Larry, come back to us.
Yeah, Larry the Lion may make his return. Larry the Lion may make his return. Who knows? But so we're gonna get started in earnest, and we're gonna go ahead and take a peek at the playoff brackets. We're gonna go ahead and take a peek at the 6U playoff bracket. Well, actually, you know what? Let's get over to the. Let me do this first. Let me just give me 1 second here. And so we've got the playoff now. Roar South is a new league. They have actually doubled in size from spring of this past year, so they're continuing to grow. So they are going on a great trajectory, and if they continue, should be special. The spring 26 coming up. So if you're listening or watching in the Weston, Lewis County, Burnsville, Glenville, Buchanan, that area, you want to keep an eye out for registration that'll be open. So the South, they have 2 teams in each division.
Yes.
So in their division, we don't want anybody to think we're slighting Roar South. We're delighted to have them. We actually sent some teams from here down there during the regular season, so they would have a variety of teams to play against. And they're doing a pretty good job.
They're doing a good job. It looked like us our first year. We looked very unorganized, and then as we get back, you start to see from first year to second year how their progression has improved drastically.
Right.
From 1 year to as the year goes on, that Western teams are going to be elite.
Right, they are. And we'll here shortly we're going to get Coach Amack on the line to talk about. He coaches 2 teams down there, the 7U Giants and the 7U Giants and the 12U Cowboys. So before we do that, we're going to go ahead and get into the 6U. 6U. Give me a second here. Let's hop to a commercial real quick, and we'll come right back and go into these 6U brackets. This is Aurora Sports Lions Den Live.
Roar Sports would like to thank the following 2025 fall sponsors: A&S Recovery, Dan Cava Toyota, State Farm agent Stephanie Hayhurst Hall, Trinity Transport, Latham Pool Products, El Rey Mexican Restaurant, Bridgeport Conference Center, Fat Angelo's Pizzeria, West Virginia State Police Troopers Association, Subway of Weston, Shop and Save of Weston, Blue Knights, Friedland's Water Gardens, Commodore Realty, Simply Green LLC, and Lost Trail Film and Photo. Thank you for helping us help the youth in our community.
There we go. Now we're back. All right. So the rank. Giants finished there in first place in the 7U overall, and the Giants followed by the Bengals. The Bengals actually upset the Giants. Did you know that?
No, I did not.
Yeah, Director Roar South Ed Clark got a hold of me today, and they actually it was I don't know what happened. I haven't seen the game yet. The footage just went up. But, yeah, so Coach Wyman, that's going to be a great game. I know last year Coach Wyman beat Coach Amack.
Yeah.
And so I think Coach Amack wants some retribution, and he didn't get it Saturday.
That's the excitement about these games.
Right.
You never understand, or you kind of predict it.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, you have to understand what's going on in these leagues. These kids are willing to win. They want to play. They know the system, and they're trying to put in 110% every time.
Yes, they are. And so we are I got somebody that sent me a text message here. I'm just making sure that okay, here we go. Yeah, Coach Nate was texting me. Hey, you don't have any sound. I know, Coach Nate. I'm working on it. Hey, so we're going to go ahead and see if we can get Coach Amack on the line here and see if he is he can answer some questions for us here. We'll see if we get him on the line here. Hey, Coach Amack, how are you? Good. So we were just talking about the little retribution you may want, paybacks from last year for the 7U Super Bowl after Coach Wyman beat you last year. And a little birdie from Roar South told me what happened Saturday. You what do you have to say for yourself there, Coach?
Yeah, that is correct. Yeah, they got us. It was a good close ball game, the whole game. And this is a good rival, I believe. Coach and I was talking about that prior to the game, how every game we played, head-to-head, Super Bowl, it's all been close and decided within a few points. I mean, last year we went to triple overtime in the regular season, and we got them by one. Ooh. But every game's been decided by either a few points or just no more than a couple touchdowns. So I expect it to be a close game again and probably come down to a wire. It's definitely going to be worth watching. But, we're going to watch the film. I've already watched it. We'll rewatch it, practice, and we'll get ready for them.
Yeah, it's going to be should be a good game. What about we haven't gotten there yet on the show, but while we got you on the phone, we'll just hit it now. What are your any concerns, or it looks like you guys have come really far with the 12U Cowboys this year. I know when we played you guys, it was pretty tight game. First half I think was pretty tight, and that just speaks to your coaching and your staff there and what you guys are doing. Any big major concerns going into playing the last game against the Falcons down there?
We definitely appreciate the compliment, and of course you always have concerns coming in. You don't ever want to go into any ball game thinking that that we're just going to win the ball game easily. Like, you always got to prepare for it the same. We approach every game the same. And looking back at our season, Jason, if you look at most of our games, if the game ended at halftime, we'd been in pretty good shape in most of the games. But it seems like the second half, we just see the first quarter and then towards the second half, it seems like we just can't put it all together. But last game, we played the Falcons yesterday, after the first quarter, it was 0-0. and then we turned it up a little bit, and then we didn't look back. But going into the Super Bowl with them, we expect a good game. They're not going to give up. They're not going to lay down for us, and they're going to go after it. So as far as being concerned about anything, we have to go execute. We have to control the game. We just have to execute. I think we'll be all right.
Gotcha.
I have a question there, Coach Amac. You saying that you
Yes, sir.
struggle a lot in the second quarter. So what is the game plan or adjustments that you can figure out to put your team in a better position to overcome that difficulty?
That's a great question, and what we've been preaching the last few games is you just have to go out there relaxed and go out there and do how we practice. I really feel like our practices leading up to every game, we have extraordinary practices, and our intensity is great. But it seems like after that first quarter we get a little slow, and then it seems like once the other team scores a touchdown or something don't go our way, we get stopped or something. It seems like we get down a little bit. But here lately, we've been preaching keep the same intensity whether you're winning or losing, throughout the whole game. And then even if you're winning, don't take your foot off the gas. But I think that that's what we did last game. I think we flipped it around. We're relaxed now, and we're just going to go out there and continue to just do the way we practice. And our motto is like a lot of teams are. You play the way you practice.
Yes.
And if you practice hard, practice hard with intensity, you always hope that on Saturday that transitions into the game. So I think moving forward now, we're going to be on a good pace. We're going to be all right.
Okay.
All right.
You're doing an amazing job, by the way, Coach. down
Yeah,
there.
doing a good job down there, Coach.
Thank you.
We really
appreciate it.
appreciate all the hard work you're doing down there. And that he also doubles as a sports photographer.
Oh, nice.
So I heard there's some pretty – I saw a couple shots, but I heard there's more. We're in the process of setting up a drive, Coach, so we can share those pictures with the rest of the league. And
Yes, okay.
we're excited to see those shots. So he's coaching and stops and takes a picture.
Oh,
and
nice.
Yeah,
can do it all.
unfortunately, and I reached out to our director, Ed, and told him, I said, I'm going to get what I can. Our 7U game was just way too close. Happened to be on the field because I call the offense, and Coach Nathan Kreitz does the defense. He does a phenomenal job there. And we all talked about it amongst the staff. It was like, it's just too close. We're not going to be able to do it. If it got out of hand, which I didn't expect it to either way, then I'd try to grab that camera and do something with it. But then I got a lot of the Colts and the Rams, got a lot of shots there, and then a couple of the Falcon and Cowboys. But hopefully in the future I'll have some more opportunities to try to get some shots.
Gotcha. Well,
Gotcha,
Coach,
Coach. Good work.
thank you for joining us. We're going to go ahead and go to the playoff bracket here and move on through. But we hope you guys have an extra week of practice, I think, since there's no playoffs down there, right? So,
Correct. Yeah, we'll practice this week normal, then have the weekend off, and then get ready for the Super Bowl.
all right. Well, Coach, looking forward to it. Looking forward to a great game down there. Anything else for the listeners you got for us?
No, looking forward to your guys' playoffs up there. I saw there's a lot of close games up there.
Yeah.
And then it's good to see how this is going to pan out. We'll be watching close for your guys' playoff. I'm sure it's going to be pretty exciting.
Oh, yeah.
Good luck to both of you.
It'll be fun.
It'll be
All right, Coach. Well, thank you so much for joining us. Appreciate
Thank you,
it.
Coach.
All right. Thank you for having me, guys.
All right, take care. All right, when we come back, we will break down the AU. But before we take a quick break, we're going to go ahead and go in and take a peek at these playoffs. Let's see what we can do with the 6U playoffs here. There we go. We still got the audio going now. Actually, we'll start with the rankings. Here's our final rankings. Again, the Giants and the Bengals, Broncos. I don't know what happened to the Chargers and Bills were there at 5 and 6. I don't know why they didn't come out there on the graphic. We ended up the 8U division. There was some stressful games yesterday.
Yeah, it was amazing games.
And we'll talk about that here in a minute. But
if it ain't stressing, it ain't good. I'm telling you now.
So yeah, the competition, you can feel it amping up. You
Yeah.
can feel the precursor to the playoffs. Coach Rakes ended up sliding his way back up there.
Yeah.
Kind of for the year, followed by Nicky Snelly's Bills. Great team and surprise team. Frank Sutton, the Patriots, looking really good this year.
Well,
Coach Jody Boblet, that's the game we'll talk about here shortly. Titans, followed by the Panthers, Falcons, and Lions. Then we get over there and we take a peek in the 10U division. Coach Cross and the Ravens finished up undefeated, followed by Coach Miggs' Lions, the Cowboys, Broncos, Rams. These are final standings, so not the standings. We'll base playoffs of 4 here because we don't put they have their own playoffs in South. But overall final rankings, the 9U Roar South Rams
Yes.
finished right there in the top 5. That was pretty impressive. I remember they've won some games, beat some teams from up here. Then Coach Holbert, the Raiders, Coach Halbert of the Rams, and then Coach Wolf's Colts bringing it up. 12U division, Chargers finished undefeated, followed by the Lions, Seahawks, Ravens, and then Cowboys, Coach Amack's team we just talked to, and the Falcons. And then in the 15U, the Saints, Bills, and Eagles. So when we come back, we will discuss and dig a little deeper into the 8U division. We'll have some special guests on. I think I see them running around here throwing footballs. We'll have them on hopefully there in a minute or two. And then we'll go forward with that. So stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Roar Sports would like to thank the following two A&S Recovery, Dan Cava Toyota, State Farm agent Stephanie Hayhurst Hall, Trinity Transport, Latham Pool Products, El Rey Mexican Restaurant, Bridgeport Conference Center, Fat Angelo's Pizzeria, West Virginia State Police Troopers Association, Subway of Weston, Shop and Save of Weston, Blue Knights, Friedland's Water Gardens, Commodore Realty, Simply Green LLC, and Lost Trail Film and Photo. Thank you for helping us help the youth in our community.
All right, back on the air we go. And let's take a look at the 6U playoff brackets. 6U, we've got the Coach Rakes and his Broncos in 6U taking on Coach Delore and his Bills. And then you have Coach Radcliffe's Dolphins and the Chargers there. Again, not a whole lot to say, not slighting the 6U, but at that age, it's
tough.
It's
It's
tough.
very
It's tough.
It's very tough.
It's almost like organized chaos.
Yeah,
to a degree.
It's no focus. That's what it is, and the ones that do focus shines the best.
I mean, I remember I was refereeing a couple, refereeing one of their games, and I want to say it was Coach Carr. The patience of Job is all I can describe. I don't know that I can do it.
I bless the coaches that take up the 6U division because I know I could not have that patience. That is great.
That is a special calling for sure. Yeah, I don't know about all that. So without further ado, we're going to go ahead and bring on. We've got some. Let's see here, some 8U players here. I think I saw one of the Panthers walk in. So we're going to go ahead and get. We're going to go ahead and get Paxton up here. Paxton, come on up here. Want to give him a chair over there?
I got you.
Yeah, we'll get a chair. We'll get a chair over here. Put old Paxton in the middle. You go get your chair, Pax.
Pax, let's take this one, Pax.
There you go. There
Slide
you
you
go.
right in, bud.
Slide him right in there. All right. All right, Pax. Now we'll scoot you up here. It's the first time we've done this. How's that? All right. So it's the first time we've done something like this, and there we go. So what do you think, Pax? Tell us about your season. What's been the good stuff, the bad stuff, and I got a bunch of questions. We're gonna have some fun here. What's the favorite thing about this season?
Last week we won by like a lot of points.
By a lot of points. Yeah, it was a good game. Did you score?
No, I'm the QB.
Oh, you're the
Oh,
QB.
QB.
Oh, well, you're the boss then.
Yeah.
You're the boss out there. All right, Pax, we're going to start with some easy questions. Some rapid fire, okay? One word answer. Are you ready? No cheating. Are you ready? I'm going to ask you and you tell me. What's better, a touchdown or an interception?
Touchdown.
Touchdown. What would you rather be able to do, run fast or throw far?
I would throw far.
I better throw far. You rather have that cannon. All right, what's your pizza or hot dogs after the game? What's your go-to?
Oh, pizza.
Pizza. It's got to be pizza. All right, now, I have a question. What is the funniest thing that happened to you this season? The funniest thing?
What do you mean?
I don't know, anything that just made you laugh and giggle? Maybe you or one of your buddies tripped or somebody got hit in the head with the ball or something. Anything funny happened this season?
in practice, Colin just threw a cannon. He just threw it really far, and then Jude was on the ground, and then it just hit him in the head.
Well, there you have it,
Great
folks.
times.
And that's why we have insurance.
And then it happened again,
Yeah, and it happened again.
I think.
So do you guys know what causes this? I mean, maybe it's
Colin
probably
Colin just loves to throw the ball and just try to
Yeah.
get it to the coach, and then
all right.
they're like,
2 more fast questions, rapid fire round 2. You ready? One answer. What's your favorite? A big high five or a fist bump?
high five.
High five. High five. Big high five.
One over here, one over here.
Here, one for Coach Meeks. All right. Would you rather play in the sunshine or play in some rain?
Good question.
I would like to play in the sunshine, but playing in the rain, whoever has fun playing in the rain normally would win.
Oh yeah, yeah. Maybe a little mudslide here and there. You think? You think? Let me ask you this. What's the one? Answer me this. I'm gonna get serious for a second. What's the one thing you learned this year about being a good teammate?
About being a good team.
About being a good teammate. What's Coach Brewer taught you about maybe being a good teammate?
Nothing really being. Nothing.
So you're not a good teammate?
I mean, I is. I
What
am.
makes you? Let me ask you that. What makes you a good teammate?
What makes me a good team?
Yeah. What makes you a good teammate?
Like, I don't know.
I don't know. Do you help your buddies out?
Sometimes.
Sometimes.
If they need help, I'll help them.
There you go. There you go. All right. If your team had to pick a mascot, now I know you're the Carolina Panthers, but if you could pick any other mascot, what would it be? What kind of mascot would it be?
In the NFL.
No, anything you want. If you could make Paxton's own NFL team, what would your mascot be? Should have queued up the Jeopardy music.
Yeah.
For this.
Dun, dun, dun,
What do you think? I don't know. You don't know.
Lion.
All right. Last rapid fire questions, Paxton. We'll let you go here. What would you rather have, super speed or super strength? Another tough one for Pax.
I would like to be really fast.
Really fast?
Yes.
Yeah. So, and then last thing, if we would see Pax on the sidelines during a game, what would we likely be seeing you doing? Would you be cheering loudly or would you be dancing?
Cheering loudly.
Cheering loudly.
Nice.
All right, Pax. Well, thanks for joining us. I'm going to get a fist bump and a high five. Give one to Coach Meigs. Fist
Send
bump.
me one over here.
High five. All right,
Good
take a quick
job,
commercial
Pax.
and
Good
we will
luck
be
next
right
week.
back.
Roar Sports would like to thank the following 2025 fall sponsors: A&S Recovery, Dan Cava Toyota, State Farm agent Stephanie Hayhurst Hall, Trinity Transport, Latham Pool Products, El Rey Mexican Restaurant, Bridgeport Conference Center, Fat Angelo's Pizzeria, West Virginia State Police Troopers Association, Subway of Weston, Shop and Save of Weston, Blue Knights, Friedland's Water Gardens, Commodore Realty, Simply Green LLC, and Lost Trail Film and Photo. Thank you for helping us help the youth in our community.
All right, here we go. We are back and going to go ahead and break down this 8U. Let's take a look at the 8U playoff bracket that has been set now. And here we go. So let's talk about this for a minute. The Broncos,
Yeah.
first place against the Lions.
Yep.
It should be Coach Rakes just looking to hold serve there. The interesting game in that first bracket, the bracket on the left there, Coach Meigs, the Jags and the Titans.
Well, I will put the Bills and the Patriots realistically, but the Jags and the Titans, that been a one touchdown game last time they played each other. So yeah, that's going to be exciting. But the Bills and the Patriots, man, that's elite right there.
Yeah, Coach Meigs jumping ahead. So with the Bills and the Patriots now, when they met earlier in the season, if I'm not mistaken, the Bills pulled that one out.
Yeah.
It was a good game.
Good game.
I remember seeing that game. And it was tight, and then it was open, and it was tight, and it was both of them just have so much firepower.
It was
and so many weapons.
a fireworks show. It was just touchdowns after touchdowns.
Yeah. It was an air raid one moment, and the next minute there's somebody zipping down the sideline. And so first-year coach Frank Sutton doing a wonderful job with the Patriots. And then, of course, the vet, the OG, Nick Sinelli. He's back doing his usual thing with the Bills. And
always prepared. He's always prepared.
Always ready. Always ready, always intense, always passionate, and we like that about him. And then dropping down there, the Panthers and Falcons could be an interesting one. The Falcons they've got a team. They've got players.
Yes.
They've got speed. They've got hands.
Yes.
But it's just there's just I don't know if it's a missing piece or something connecting. And then you see this a lot in flag football.
Yeah.
Sometimes teams are a mystery.
Yes.
And you get to the end of the season before that puzzle starts coming together. But it potentially could be a really good game. Coach Brewer's always got the Panthers, and Little Pax was just here. He's always got the Panthers ready to roll. They got a player back. His name slips my mind. I should have asked Pax. Extremely fast, good hands, and I think he was injured maybe.
Maybe.
I think he had his hand injury or something. He was back the last game I officiated of the Panthers, and man, oh man, this kid's fast, shifty, fast. He's got a bright future for sure. And so
let me talk about Atlanta. Atlanta kind of looked like how I looked the first year with my Patriots team. It's a lot of pieces you got to put together, but my go-to is just to scrap the book. When you scrap the book and just figure out your positioning of your kids better, knowing that this kid cannot catch this ball deep, this kid cannot do this, and just putting them in a position to make a good play.
Yeah.
I feel like if they can figure out how to put their kids in a better position, they'll be a better team. At this point.
Right. And so that 8U bracket, it looks to be good. And we'll see. That is, for those of you following along at home, that's this week actually. Those games are going to take place on Tuesday night. Tuesday night we'll see the Lions and Broncos on Field A indoors here at 5 p.m. Field B will be the Bills and the Falcons. Or I'm sorry. Whoops. What am I doing here? What's that? Let me see here. Yep. So our bracket's a little off, actually. It's the one. What in the world happened to these seatings? I'm not even sure.
The number 2 and number 3
I don't know.
each other.
So a little bit of a hiccup here. I'm sure I'll be getting text over. Why do you know I'm playing Coach Sinelli?
I was about to say that is a serious game. That's why I was looking at it.
It just did me for a second.
Off.
Yeah, Coach Sinelli, he's going to call me tonight. I'll get a phone call later on tonight. What is going on here? No, so the bracket's actually a little bit off. Actually, what we're going to see is the Lions and the Broncos. That one is correct. And the Panther and the at 5 o'clock, the Bills will play the Lions. The Bills and the Falcons will play. And then at 6 o'clock, we'll have the Panthers and Patriots. That's the game I was thinking about. So Coach Brewer, Coach Sutton going at it there, Panthers, Patriots, and then the Titans and Jags. That one's still correct. That'll be at 6 o'clock as well on Field B indoors. And so a little bit of a hiccup there on the playoff bracket. And
okay, so let's get back to the Titans, the Titans and the Jags. Yeah. Now that's in league. Okay. Now we're there. The Titans and Jags are actually putting it in fifth gear right now. They're going down this hill. They've been on a win streak. They're tearing it up. Their kids are looking amazing right now. They're pulling off some spectacular wins together. The Titan teams just beat a very good team last week, and so did the Jags. This is going to be a head-to-head collision of two buses just going straight downhill.
But when the Titans, so if we want to compare some teams, sometimes you look at the benchmark. You benchmark the top teams, right? And you say how do other teams play against them. And I officiated that game for the longest time. I think it was like 14-14 with the Patriots and the Titans.
Yes.
The Titans had, I want to say, 2 interceptions that were key.
Yeah.
And they had the opportunity to either tie it up or take the lead or going into the half.
Yes.
And then they threw an interception, and it kind of the wheels fell off a little bit from there. And then the Patriots kind of put it in another gear that they find. So the Titans, that Titans Jags, that'd be the one to watch.
Yeah.
All the games are going to be fun, but that one will be strictly from a matchup there. So we're gonna go ahead and try to see what other guests are in the studio. Studio, as in the Roar Sports Makeshift Studios, aka the back corner of the turf here at the Bridge Sports Complex. Yeah, Coach Miguel's building the studio right now. He just doesn't have it done yet. Because
Brick
he hasn't
by
started.
brick.
Brick by. Yes, if you want to buy a brick,
One at a time.
when we get all the bricks, so you can buy a brick for the studio. All right, so when we come back, we are going to have a special guest on the show. We're going to have a couple guys that just saw each other on the field last Saturday from the Broncos and Cowboys. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Roar Sports would like to thank the following 2025 fall sponsors: A&S Recovery, Dan Cava Toyota, State Farm agent Stephanie Hayhurst Hall, Trinity Transport, Latham Pool Products, El Rey Mexican Restaurant, Bridgeport Conference Center, Fat Angelo's Pizzeria, West Virginia State Police Troopers Association, Subway of Weston, Shop and Save of Weston, Blue Knights, Friedland's Water Gardens, Commodore Realty, Simply Green LLC, and Lost Trail Film and Photo. Thank you for helping us help the youth in our community.
All right, we're back. We have Coop with us. Coop, what team you with, bud?
I'm with
Sit up so you can see that shirt.
the
Sit up.
Cowboys.
There you go. Camera's right over there. So Coop has been tearing. How many seasons you played, Coop?
I played at least 6.
Six seasons. All right. Well, we got some warm-up questions, and we're gonna do some rapid-fire questions. You ready for it?
Yeah.
All right. So, what's the favorite thing about flag football from this season? What's the favorite thing? If you had to pick one thing this season, what do you think is the favorite thing you got?
I like passing the ball.
You like passing the ball? You like passing people when you're running down the sidelines too? Is that always fun? I don't think they think it's fun. I got some rapid fire questions. One word answers. You ready? Touchdown or interception?
Oh, that's tough. remember what division you in. What
Touchdown-
does
touchdown or
interception and
interception?
touchdown causes?
Touchdown or interception?
Probably touchdown.
Ooh,
Touchdown.
Touchdown. All right.
Points.
There's no right or wrong answer.
It's
This
done.
is just you. I just want to know what's going on in the mind of Coop. If you could, would you rather be able to run fast or throw far?
Throw.
Throw far, yeah. All right. Your go-to snack after the game, pizza or hot dogs?
Pizza.
Pizza. All right. Pizza's 2-0. Pizza's winning.
Undefeated, I bet.
Pizza's winning. Undefeated. Kind of like the net here. It's undefeated. Yeah, all the kids throw that ball against the net. All right, Coop. Time to get real. What is the funniest thing that's happened to you and Coach Barnhart's Cowboys this year? What is the funniest thing that's happened during the season? He's
That's a hard one.
hard one. That many funny things happen with Coach Barnhart's team?
Especially Levi. He's so funny.
Especially Levi's
Yeah,
funny.
Levi
yeah.
is fun.
Well, what else? So there's got to be something that's happened. Practice or a game or come on, Coop. Somebody dropped their mouthpiece in the toilet using the bathroom or something. I don't know. That's happened before. I have a story about it. We won't talk about it though.
My funniest thing this season is when I dropped my mouthpiece. This person picked it up and put it in their mouth.
Ew.
They didn't have to wash it.
So Coop sharing mouthpieces. We share everything here at Roy. We share cleats, we share mouthpieces now. All right, Coop. Back to round 2 at rapid fire. No right or wrong answer. This is just your opinion. A big high five or a fist bump?
Fist bump.
Oh, he's into fist bumps.
Over here, too. You can't forget me.
You want to play in the sunshine or you want to play in the rain? Sunshine. You want to slide through the
Sunshine.
mud or anything in the rain? It's not.
No.
No, you want to get that uniform dirty. Yeah. All right. Here we go. Let me ask you this, a serious question, Coop. What's one thing you've learned this season about teamwork?
Teamwork. If you're not doing teamwork, then the whole team goes down.
Yep.
Exactly.
If you're not doing teamwork, the whole team goes down. That's good. All right. Last, if you had a mascot, right? If you had a mascot, now I'm sorry, you're on the Cowboys team. Sorry, Coach A-Mac. Coach A-Mac's a big Cowboys fan. He's going to be crying though later on when the Packers play. But anyway, Coop, if you could make your own Cowboys team or your own football team, doesn't have to be NFL, Cowboy, what would be your mascot? If you were sitting in the front office of the NFL and you could make your own team, they said, Coop, here's $1 gajillion, make your own team. What would your mascot be? This is a hard one here. We,
Yeah,
maybe we
he's
should have
thinking.
preloaded some of these
Yeah,
questions.
we should have got some pictures in.
Probably a lion.
A lion.
Nice.
A lion. Okay. The Cooper Lions.
Cooper Lions.
Cooper Lions. All right, Coop. Last one here. Rapid fire. Would you rather have super speed or super strength? We're giving them hard ones.
Oh man, these kids.
Super
Picking the
speed or
brain.
super strength?
Super strength.
Super,
So
super strength. Woo! Super strength. All right. If we were to look down the sidelines of a 10U game and we saw Cooper on the sidelines, would we see Cooper cheering loudly, or would we see you dancing? Be honest.
I'm not a dancer. So
You're not a dancer.
I
right?
would
Your
be-
sister's a dancer, right?
Yes.
He's very vocal on the sideline, so I definitely see that happening.
All right,
The only
Kip.
time I dance is if it's a touchdown.
Oh, if it's a touchdown dance. Do you have a touchdown dance? Is there like a go-to touchdown dance you have?
Depending for this playoff game, me and Levi were doing one where say if he
You want
scores,
to show us?
he's I'm gonna jump and he's gonna pick me up.
Oh, okay.
Oh, nice.
All right. Well, we'll be looking forward to that.
Oh, yeah.
We'll be looking forward to that and see what happens. All right. So Cooper Johnson with the fist bump he prefers in the high five. Cooper Johnson from the 10U Cowboys, coached by Coach Barnhart, Coach Bob Wilson. Yep. We're going to do a set change real quick and come back with a couple other players from the Broncos who you guys defeated this past Saturday. So stay tuned. We will be right back.
Roar Sports would like to thank the following 2025 fall sponsors: A&S Recovery, Dan Cava Toyota, State Farm agent Stephanie Hayhurst Hall, Trinity Transport, Latham Pool Products, El Rey Mexican Restaurant, Bridgeport Conference Center, Fat Angelo's Pizzeria, West Virginia State Police Troopers Association, Subway of Weston, Shop and Save of Weston, Blue Knights, Friedland's Water Gardens, Commodore Realty, Simply Green LLC, and Lost Trail Film and Photo. Thank you for helping us help the youth in our community.
All right, we are back. We are back with a. What are you guys out of breath for?
We were just passing.
We were just passing. That's what they do. We are back with a couple best buds. Is that right? You guys best
Yeah.
buds? Paxton Sinowski, the quarterback for the 10U Broncos, and Bray Curry, wide receiver, 10U Broncos. We've kind of affectionately named O.B. Bray after some of the one-handed nasty snags he's made. You can find those on film. All right, guys, we got some questions I want to run through. Just have a little fun here. Nothing hard. Ready to go. Pax, we'll start with you. What's one thing you learned this season? What's probably the best lesson you've learned so far this season?
How to read passes.
How to read passes. Yep.
And who to throw to and not just try to bomb it to my friend every time.
What about you, Bray? What's one thing you've learned real well?
Learn how to play the game.
Learn how to play the game. Okay. So let's do rapid fire. I'm gonna Pax first, and you're next. It's just a one-word answer. There's no right or wrong. This is just your choice. Touchdown or interception?
Touchdown.
Touchdown.
Touchdown. Okay. Run fast or throw far?
Well. Throw far.
Throw far.
Go far.
Throw far? Yeah, okay. All right. The after the game go-to snack: pizza or hot dogs?
Pizza.
Pizza.
Pizza's 4-0 today. 4-0. Sorry, hot dog places, but pizza's 4-0. By the way, speaking of pizza, you guys ever eat Fat Angelo's?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Fat Angelo's pretty good. I had some actually tonight before I came here. That was one of our sponsors this year, so shout out to Fat Angelo's. All right. I want to know, and if it can be the same together or individually, what is the funniest thing that has happened to you this season?
Can we do any season or this?
No, this season. What's happened? The funniest thing that's happened to you this season?
Well, when we were at school, Bray, with one of our friends, Wesley, from last season,
I remember Wes.
49ers, he head topped him, and he did the same exact pick in the game the next day.
Same exact catch.
So repeat performance there, Bray? You giving us the encore?
I was like, the ball was right here, and I caught it like that, I think, against the Raiders, and it was an interception.
and we went to school, and our friend Wesley was there. We were playing football outside, and the next thing I knew, I do the same thing.
Well, Coach Bear and myself would love to do the same thing coming up because we got to play the Raiders. We'll talk about that here in a little bit. All right, rapid fire, round 2. Here we go. Pax and then Bray. A big high five or fist bump?
Fist bump.
Fist bump. Big high five or fist bump?
Fist bump.
Fist bump. All right. Would you rather play in sunshine or play in the rain?
Actually, rain.
Rain. Ooh, rain. What about you?
Sunshine.
Sunshine. Yeah, the rain. That stinking rain. We need some rain. I'll tell you that. All right. So, what's the best lesson you've learned this season about being a good teammate?
That if you only pass to one person, that they will get onto it, and then they're going to pick it every time.
Yeah.
So you have to spread the ball around.
Spread the ball around. Makes it harder to defend, too, because they don't know where you're throwing. How about you, Bray? What's one of the best lessons you've learned this season?
Not to hog the ball.
But if he throws it to you, it's his fault. You just got to catch there. No, that's a good lesson. Don't hog the ball. All right, let's assume, Pax, that you can make your own NFL team. Here's $1 gajillion. You make your own NFL team. What would your mascot be?
Mascot. Let's see here. I got mine.
Bray, what would your? We'll come back to Pax.
The Texans mascot.
The bull, like a bull looking. Yeah. Okay. What about you?
Probably like. Let's see. Probably.
Clown.
No.
A clown.
Probably like do the 49ers have a mascot?
It's the 49ers, whatever a 49er is.
Probably like
a gold digger. 49ers digging for gold, sifting for gold, gold miner.
Buffalo Bills have one?
It's a buffalo.
Yeah, probably.
It's a big furry cow with horns. All right. The Paxton Buffaloes. There we go. All right. Well, guys, thanks for hanging out with us today. We appreciate your time here. You guys ready for the playoffs? You got the Raiders Tuesday night.
Yep. Beat them once this year.
You beat them once. We're going to have to do it again, though, but they know what's coming now, so it'll be a little harder. All right? All right, guys. Well, we will see you there on the field. We come right back. We will go in and start breaking down the 10U playoff bracket. Be right back.
Roar Sports would like to thank the following 2025 fall sponsors: A&S Recovery, Dan Cava Toyota, State Farm agent Stephanie Hayhurst Hall, Trinity Transport, Latham Pool Products, El Rey Mexican Restaurant, Bridgeport Conference Center, Fat Angelo's Pizzeria, West Virginia State Police Troopers Association, Subway of Weston, Shop and Save of Weston, Blue Knights, Friedland's Water Gardens, Commodore Realty, Simply Green LLC, and Lost Trail Film and Photo. Thank you for helping us help the youth in our community.
All right, we're back live. Special guest, not only another 10U player, Miss Georgie Halbritter with the 10U Rams, and her coach and dad, Coach Pat.
Good to be here. Thank you.
Welcome here. Pat is, you've been around for a minute, right?
Yeah, it's probably 6 seasons for Jackson, 4 for Georgia now.
Yeah, where's Jackson?
He wasn't feeling good. So
all right,
I told him rest up for Thursday.
Yeah,
we got a big one Thursday.
Yeah,
that's right.
Big game.
That's right.
We'll talk about that here in a second. So Georgie.
Yes.
How's Georgie? You've been playing some really good ball this year.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let me ask you something, because it's something unique that the other kids doesn't involve. What's your thoughts about us ever getting enough for like an all-girls team to go with that girls flag? I mean, would that be something you'd be interested in?
For sure.
For sure?
I feel, me personally, I feel like you guys should do that, you know?
Well, I know, but we got to get the girls up here.
We got to do some recruiting.
We'll try to get some recruiting up here.
Actually, you got a few friends that said they would come over, so
there we go.
We could help with that. Yeah.
All right. Well, we're looking forward to it. Let me ask you, what is your favorite thing about this season so far?
I like how everybody, like my team, is supporting each other and actually talking, and that's how we get better each day. And I like how we're actually starting to communicate with each other, because
that's very important.
Yeah,
very important.
Every other one of my seasons, we didn't really talk that much, and that's how we. Yeah,
it can be tough. Georgie, got some rapid fire questions. No right or wrong answer. This is what's in the mind of Georgie. Okay. One word answer. Touchdown or interception?
I'd rather have a interception.
Rather have the interception. Run fast or throw far?
Run fast.
Run fast. Run fast. You do run fast. All right, now here's this. Let's see if you're in the majority or the minority. Your go-to after game snack after your dad's been yelling and coaching hard all day and you come home, you're wore out. Go-to snack, pizza or hot dogs?
Pizza.
Oh, my. Pizza's
Undefeated,
5-0.
yeah.
Pizza's 5-0 today.
I'd make
Man.
it 6.
You make it 6?
I hate to, but yeah.
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 Maybe we can get a hot dog sponsor on here
Yeah,
so they
we
can do
could.
some.
Just so they could bring that up. Yeah.
Yeah,
sure.
I mean, Fat Angelo's should be busy tonight because of that. All right, Georgie. Now, I promise you will not get in trouble.
Okay.
All right? Even though your dad's sitting next to you and he's your coach. What's the funniest, even if it was him, what's the funniest thing that's happened to you all season?
I love how if I never pull a flag, his face turns bright red. He's like, Georgia, come over here. And I'm like, uh-oh.
She
Georgia.
raised me off. I'm
Georgia.
not coming, Dad.
So true. Well, this is not all my sheep. I need to ask, who's he harder on, you or Jax?
Me.
You. Oh. Well, you're probably tougher
Because
than
Jackson, he thinks like, he thinks Jackson's such like the golden athlete, and I'm like, no, because he's like, Georgia, you are not playing quarterback, and I'm like,
Well, we need you to
"Geez."
run.
I love it.
Jackson ain't much of a runner.
I love it. All right, round 2, rapid fire, Georgie. A big high five or fist bump?
High five.
High five. All right. All right. Would you rather play in the sunshine or play in the rain?
I'd rather play in the rain.
Rather play in the rain, slide around in the mud? All right. What's the one thing you've learned about being a good teammate this season?
I feel like if I'm a good teammate, then we can communicate more, win more games, and it's more fun if we communicate because it gets funny.
Okay. That makes sense. Georgie, if I could give you $1 gazillion and say you can make your own NFL team, what would your mascot be?
A labubu.
What is a labubu?
Do you know those little like creature things that are like?
No, I don't. That's why I'm asking.
Oh.
Go ahead and
Well,
explain
tell
it.
me what they are.
Explain
Explain it.
So they're like little like creature things, and they're called labubus, and they're like super duper like trending. Yeah. Yeah, and
Trending.
I really want them, and we're getting a box soon.
If we win the Super Bowl, we can
No,
get
no,
a
no.
box.
He already said next week.
Next. She not gambling.
No,
with her
she gonna hold
happiness.
me to that. Yeah.
All right, last round of rapid fire, Georgie. Super speed or super strength? Which would you rather have?
I'd rather have super speed.
All right, if we look on the sidelines and we see Georgie on the sidelines, would you be caught cheering loudly or dancing?
Cheering.
Cheering loudly. All right, before we let you go, Coach Pat, we got you on air. You got a couple games. You got a couple beating both divisions here. You got 1 foot in the 10U division, 1 foot in the 15U division. Any idea you guys are playing the? I'll just go ahead and
Cowboys.
Pop over, yeah, the Cowboys here. What are your thoughts? What's your concerns, thoughts?
Great team, great coach team, great players. We played them, and was.
If I
for
remember, that game
3/4
was
in the
6-6 for the longest time,
I
wasn't it?
think it was, and a couple missed flags, which has kind of been our, Achilles heel.
Yeah.
But we do that, and we communicate, and we get Georgia to do something. I think we'll hang around and we'll shop and see what happens.
What about while we got you on here, and we'll get to there later in the show? What about the 15U, the Eagles?
Well, that's been a little struggle, but great
guys
kids.
have been in games.
Great kids. Lost a couple players moving.
Yep.
That's hurt. 2 great players. But the 7, 8 we have, I couldn't ask for better kids, heart, and probably 4 of those games we could have won.
Yeah, I know. I was officiating your game last night, the Eagles-Bills, and you guys, I mean, most coaches were just giving up.
Yeah.
You guys stayed in there.
We could and we didn't.
Yeah, you stayed in there, so appreciate that. Any last-minute preparations on either team that you want to share, or you keep
We're
it
gonna
close to
practice.
the best?
We're gonna practice hard Tuesday night with Jackson and the Eagles after Georgia's done.
Okay.
But for Georgia, we're gonna be here a little bit earlier, and
So we can get the labubus.
I don't know what'll happen, but we'll show up, right?
And get the
We'll be here.
labubus.
And get the Labubu's.
You bet we'll play hard. We'll be here and we'll play
good,
hard.
Coach. Coach, glad having you on the set here. We're going to go ahead and go to commercial break real quick. When we come back, the 10U bracket in full. Coach Miggs and I will break it down and make our completely ridiculous and probably inaccurate, way too early predictions. We'll be right back.
All right.
Roar Sports would like to thank the following 2025 fall sponsors: A&S Recovery, Dan Cava Toyota, State Farm agent Stephanie Hayhurst Hall, Trinity Transport, Latham Pool Products, El Rey Mexican Restaurant, Bridgeport Conference Center, Fat Angelo's Pizzeria, West Virginia State Police Troopers Association, Subway of Weston, Shop and Save of Weston, Blue Knights, Friedland's Water Gardens, Commodore Realty, Simply Green LLC, and Lost Trail Film and Photo. Thank you for helping us help the youth in our community.
All right, we are back and get some stuff readjusted here.
Yes.
And Coach Halberter's always fun.
Yeah, he is.
He's always fun.
I got to hit the one. Got him.
Got him.
Got to get that in.
Got him. Hey, he's walking off the set. Hey, Coach, you're walking off the set. Can we get one before you leave? Got him.
Just don't forget to get the Labubu's, guys.
Yeah, just don't forget the Labubu's on your way home.
Just don't
Coach.
forget the Labubu's.
All right. All right, so that's what he's got. All right, so let's go ahead and let's get to it. Let's see what we got brewing over here in the 10U bracket. We look here and we see the Ravens and your Lions, Coach, both get a bye. 6 teams in the bracket. 1 and 2 get a bye. 4 plays 5 and 3 plays 6. Now, those numbers are all goofy. I don't know what's going on. I know what it is. It's me working quickly on graphics because we were here so late yesterday. But the team's all right. Denver will take on the Raiders. That game should be a good game. I know when, of course, Bear, the youngest coach we've got in the youngest head coach we have in the league here, he's 15. They had a good game against the Raiders the first time they played them, come out on top. But still, I mean, the Raiders are just one of those teams. We saw it this past weekend. They're very disciplined.
Yeah.
Very disciplined.
I feel like they're very scary. A lot of these teams, they match up terrible. Like, really, my team match up terrible against them. They're oversized.
They're tall.
They're good. They play great zone. Their defense is elite, and they will punish you. Any mistakes you make, you're going to get punished.
They do have a good defense, and it's very disciplined. As in, they stay in their zones. It's a bounce here, bounce there. But if you remember, though, it's kind of what Coach Holbert he's known for, right?
Yeah.
A couple seasons ago, when they knocked out a veteran coach in the Bills in the Super Bowl in overtime, I mean, nobody picked him to win the Super Bowl that
nobody
year.
did. But he always puts them kids in the position to do that. And he's made a phrase one time. If I can beat them with this one touchdown, that would be a great.
Yeah, he said, I'm perfectly content to win a game 6-0.
6-0, yes. He's proven that he can do that.
Yes, he has. Over on the other side of the house, other side of the bracket, the Cowboys and Rams. We just had Coach Halberter on here. Cowboys and Rams. What are you looking for in that one?
Well, we all know Pat, and he has no defensive ideas. And
he's going to come back around that corner.
He's going to vouch for it. He's a great offensive mind coach. He will put up 100 points against you if you let him. But defensively, I don't think he can stop nothing or put anybody in a position to stop anything. So when he really sits down this practice, guys, you really got to sit down and say, how can I stop them from scoring? That is the goal, and that is the key.
But he always has a surprise up his sleeve.
Yes, he does.
And I'll tell you, I don't remember if I officiated or if I was watching it, but that game against the Cowboys, I think it was a couple weeks ago, it was a tight game.
Yeah,
it was a tight game. It was 6-6 the longest time, and then Coop, who was on set earlier, Coop broke one loose, and the wheels kind of started falling off there. But they were in the game. So, who knows what's going on there. So those games, I'll put that back up here. Those games will take place Tuesday night as well. Tuesday night at 7 p.m. Inside on the indoor turf, 7 p.m. Tuesday night. The Rams and the Cowboys will kick it off at 7 p.m. and then followed by the Raiders and Broncos at 8 p.m. So that's Tuesday night, 7 p.m. and 8 p.m. here on the indoor turf.
Yep.
And that should be some good football games to watch. And I don't think we have any other guests that showed up that signed up, so we're just going to move on down the road here, and let's go ahead and take a peek. This one will be quick in the 12U division. Chargers, Ravens, your line or Miguel's line, or your line. Nate's Lions and you got to quit coaching the same teams. Nate's Lions and your Seahawks. So let's talk. So Chargers, Ravens. We'll talk about that one first. We played yesterday.
Yeah, but you played man down, and
three.
Three men down, and they gave him a run for his money.
It was tough.
Yeah, it was a tough game.
The Ravens have the pieces.
Yeah, they do.
They have the pieces.
They do.
And it's we just talked about a little bit ago. Sometimes it's just a puzzle. It's I remember the first year I coached in NFL flag was in Morgantown, and then you're like 1-6. By the time we got to the playoffs, started figuring things out, and ended up going to the Super Bowl, finished runner-up. But it's they got a lot of vets. The Boyles twins, the Kesner twins, Dez, Trenton.
Yeah.
I know we're leaving somebody else out, but
Owen, and they got a lot of pieces.
And little Lucas, he's sneaky good.
Yes, he's sneaky.
He's fast. He's quick. He's shit. So I mean, they've got the tools.
We can't really. That's a first-year coach.
Yeah.
And it's really, it takes years to really click it in and understanding the positioning and everything. So I'm not going to say anything negative about
No.
But he's a great coach, and he just needs a little bit more time. The main time is to try to get some defense going.
Yeah.
That is.
I hope Coach Chris, I hope you're watching. If you're coach, love to have him back. He's got a good start season. One thing I did want to clarify for the folks that were here at the game yesterday, there was a play towards the end where we were up by I think 2 points and trying to pull the clock down. It was 4th and short. And NFL flag, when you get within 5 yards of the goal line or 5 yards of the first down, you have to pass. It's a pass-only zone. There was the play we ran brought up some confusion because we did some things behind the line of scrimmage, but the ball crossed over in the air, and that's the key. So you can hand off, you can reverse, you can lateral, and all that'll do is get rid of the 7-second clock. And now the other double-edged sword is anybody can come in. Yeah. Anybody on defense can come in. We ran a play, and we got the first down, so we stopped the game, and the referees understood. Hats off to Phil and Zach. Yep. They are 2 new referees this season that have come along, and both of them, they're both NFL flag certified. And but even if you're certified, there's still that you've got to, you know what I mean, be in the game. And
Reffing is very hard.
Yeah.
Very hard. You have to have thick skin, and you got to understand the rules and everything else. But it's not something easy to just say, yes, tomorrow I'm just going to be a ref or head coach for a football team. It's very difficult, guys.
Right. And you remember Wheeling. We went up there to a tournament in Wheeling, and
that was mayhem. It was kids' bodies flying all over the place. People just punching each other in the face.
Yeah, it was supposed to be NFL flag rules, which is why we agreed to go. It wasn't an NFL flag tournament. So NFL flag, if you're watching, we're not bashing your name. It was an independent tournament, but supposedly advertised NFL flag rules. And there was hand checking, there was a lot of contact, extracurricular stuff, but the reason why they were PIAA referees, and when you're a football referee and you get thrown into flag, you quickly learn it's a lot faster than what you're used to. The referees couldn't keep up with the game. They absolutely could not keep up with the game. Made it hard, and it was interesting though because the good thing out of it is there was a couple teams, our Roar teams that were up there, and there was I think a team out of either Michigan or Ohio, and the parents were kind of talking, and they're like, we can tell you guys are flagged, right? Yes. And I think a lot of the kids that brought teams in there were 7v7 teams that allow a little bit more contact, not pure flag, and so there was a difference there. But all that to say, Phil and Zach done a fantastic job.
Fantastic job,
and they have really been a help. Not involved in coaching anywhere. We try to keep coaches out of refereeing games in their own division. But we are volunteer, and we do that to keep the cost down, right? Yes. Everybody's like, well, let's just get more referees. And I'm like, well, in rec division, you've got a couple options. I can either charge a gate, I can jack up the registration fees, which I don't want to do either one of those. we do a gate. It's for the Super Bowl, but it's just it's donation for the gate just to help offset some costs. But other than that, that I just wanted to offer that clarification, because for anybody who's at the game, why they stopped the game and overturned the call. It was just it was something that Phil and Zach weren't familiar. Well, Phil was there, but wasn't familiar with, and so moving on from there. But you know what? We ought to go to commercial real quick.
Yeah.
Get Coach Nathan on the line and see what he has to say, because I think you two have another date.
He probably got a lot to say.
He might have a lot to say. For those of you not tuned in yesterday, Coach Nathan got the best of Coach Miggs out here, and the way it shaped up with our 12U division, those games will be played again for the first round this weekend, come out of the playoffs. So give us 30 seconds, pay some bills, and we'll be right back.
Roar Sports would like to thank the following 2025 fall sponsors: A&S Recovery, Dan Cava Toyota, State Farm agent Stephanie Hayhurst Hall, Trinity Transport, Latham Pool Products, El Rey Mexican Restaurant, Bridgeport Conference Center, Fat Angelo's Pizzeria, West Virginia State Police Troopers Association, Subway of Weston, Shop and Save of Weston, Blue Knights, Friedland's Water Gardens, Commodore Realty, Simply Green LLC, and Lost Trail Film and Photo. Thank you for helping us help the youth in our community.
All right, back live here, and we are going to go ahead and got Coach Nathan Morrow.
Yes.
Coach Nate Miggs is sitting here with a little bit of a grin on his face, because he was sure you have a lot to say about the game yesterday, that kind of set up a repeat game coming up this week, the Lions and Seahawks.
Yeah.
Any comments on the 12U before we get into 15U, Coach?
No, it's going to be the most exciting weekend
Yes,
of the year.
it will be. You're right.
I mean, it's always fun to coach against Miggs over there.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that game. It should be a good game. You gonna do anything different, Coach? I'll put you on the spot.
I mean, there'll be some different stuff, but I mean, me and Miggs have coached together long enough to know that there's hard. I mean, it's hard to throw in a new wrinkle when you coach with somebody, as many seasons as we have together.
Yes.
Yeah. I think a lot of us, like yourself, Miggs, myself, and
We know each other too
Yeah.
well. That's the hard part about coaching. When your assistant coach go against each other's, or a head coach goes, we know each other, everything we do. We even pick the same teams. As you can see, we pretty much do everything in the same motion. So it's gonna be tough.
What it ultimately come down to is, which coaches' teams pull the flags better and execute better.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. Yep, for sure. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to pop on over to our last bracket here, the 15U bracket here. And this bracket looks a little different on screen if you're following along at home. So this season we only have enough players to play 7v7 for 3 teams. And so 7v7, 3 teams, we decided to do a double elimination tournament. So as the bracket shows there, so this will be Thursday night at 7 p.m. This will be outside, though, under the lights. Thursday night, under the lights, outside. Coach Albritter, who was just in studio with us, and the Eagles will fly in and take on Coach Jody Boblet and the Bills. And that ought to be a pretty good game. And there'll be a doubleheader. They'll give them a minute to catch their breath, and then immediately, Coach, you will Saints and the winner of that game. Any thoughts on Thursday night?
Thursday night, with it being outside, there's no net. I have a feeling that all 3 teams are going to end up trying to go deep. Everybody likes the deep pass, that's for sure.
Yes.
Even when the underneath is open.
Yes. Yeah.
Absolutely. I mean, if anybody watches anything, I'm constantly yelling at Bear to hit the underneath guy, but they always like the big shot over the top.
They like the highlight plays.
Yeah, the highlight plays.
They want the big 50, 100-yard passes.
Yeah. So, and so that bracket will be a double elimination. So the winner of the Buffalo-Philadelphia game at 7 p.m. We'll play the Saints, who Coach Nathan, we've locked up first place there. And then coming into Saturday, playoff Saturday on the 4th, The winner of that game, of the Saints-Bills, will play the loser of that game will play the Eagles or Bills, whoever wins that game. So the Eagles, Bills, coming out of that bracket, the loser goes to the loser bracket, and that's on the screen right now. The loser of the Saints and Bills, or Saints and Eagles, whatever comes out of that game, goes to that bracket, and then they play. Now, there is a crazy opportunity here to see 2 games on Super Bowl Saturday. I don't know if you've picked up on that, Coach.
Absolutely.
Depending on what happens, there is a scenario where we could get a doubleheader on Super Bowl Saturday, and that'll be the first ever. So, any special preps we're going to be doing with those with the Saints?
Yeah, I mean, with the other 2 coaches going against them, and they're both really good. They all adapt when it comes to playoff time. So yeah, I mean, we're gonna have to change some things up. It's a little wrinkle here and there, but like again, just like 12U, it's gonna come down to execution. And at the end of the day.
So while we got you on the phone, biggest concern. Let's take them one at a time. Biggest concern with the Bills. If you had to pick one thing you're gonna be watching out for the Bills.
The receivers.
Receivers.
They've got with Parker and Josiah, they're both really, really good receivers.
Yep. And
then you got Marcus too. I love Marcus.
Yeah. Marcus is the sneaky good. He always seems to get the timely first down or extra point. How about the Eagles? What's your Cohen Brown's got to be one of them.
Yeah, Cohen Brown is. I mean, in yesterday's game, he made a catch over the corner's head, right in front of the safety, one-handed.
That was insane.
That was a sick catch.
Connor was in absolute perfect position, but there's just nothing he could do about it. And then you've got Trip Matthews, who's got all the speed in the world.
Yeah, Trip.
And has developed a lot since when the first year he played.
Right. And
you can't forget Jax. I mean, Jax is back there, slinging it around.
And the gunslinger. Jax. I'll tell you something I learned this year though. And even Pat was here, and he's not the quickest, but he's been pretty mobile in the pocket this year, more than he has been in previous seasons.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So, but I think how big of a role, how big of an impact do you think Tanner Carlisle is with his blitzing abilities?
Tanner has a nonstop motor. I mean, he might miss the first time you think you got away from him, but then you turn around and he's right there back on you. Tanner never stops.
He never takes a play off.
No, his one goal is to pull the flag.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't matter. You think that you've shook him, and he's right there back on you again. So you're constantly having to move when Tanner's coming after you.
Yeah, he's almost like I don't know if you've ever done any hunting with dogs. Every once in a while you get a dog that just won't stop. He just won't stop till you know what I mean, till he finds whatever he's tracking down. And so that'll be good. Any parting thoughts, Coach, before we let you go?
Yeah, I mean the 15U division is wide open. I mean, especially with it being double elimination, any team in that division could win, like any given Saturday. It just depends on which team shows up.
Yep, 100%. Last question here. We had a pretty good Falcons team. I think you and I and Nate, or you and I and Miggs, all three last year. Pretty good Falcons team. We were rolling through the season. In your mind, what is the one takeaway you got as we came up short from the Super Bowl? What's the one takeaway you take away from last season's Super Bowl loss that we're going to try to avoid this year?
They got complacent.
Yep.
They already assumed that the rings were theirs, and then Super Bowl Saturday rolled around. That just wasn't the case.
Yeah, Dolphins put on a good game. They had a good game plan.
The Dolphins had a game plan, and the Liam Setchell that showed up that day. If he shows up like that, then no one's ever gonna. I mean, you're not gonna beat him. Yeah, it was good. It was good to see him have that breakout game. All right, Coach. Well, we're looking forward to it, and if anything crazy goes on, I'm sure we'll cover it. But any other parting thoughts you have for us? No, I look forward to the playoffs. It's going to be fun. It's going to be a fun week, and then the following week when we get the Super Bowl is always fun.
Yeah, for sure. All right, Coach. We'll let you go, and we'll see you out in the field.
All right, sounds good.
Right, thanks. See ya.
Let me break down my thoughts on this 15 years.
Let's get some thoughts.
Let me break down my thoughts.
From the debt, I should have had a thing on the screen there from the desk of Coach Miggs.
I'm gonna give you my thoughts on the Bills right now. The Bills has the biggest weapon threat, I think, in this league. If they put the pieces together, Josiah, who else is over there? Josiah, Parker, they're
Evan
probably,
Root?
they got the biggest receiving core
Yeah,
in the league.
they do.
If they put these pieces together, the Saints, watch out. The Eagles,
Right.
watch out. Now, let's get on the Eagles now. The Eagles, Jackson is a veteran quarterback. He knows
For sure.
instantly on his mindset, the first thing I'm doing, I see the blitz, I can either drop it down low, get a quick pitch off the trip, or get something quick off my hands, but I know I have to start running exactly when I see anybody blitzing me. And he's been doing that consistently because he knows he's been blitzed every single season.
Yeah, he's
now.
been more mobile this year than I ever remember him
Yes.
being with the other teams. Yeah, definitely more mobile. And, who knows, depending on which way the ball goes, Bills or Eagles or Saints. I mean, like I said, you see in that bracket there, you can absolutely there could be 2 games on Super Bowl Saturday just by the nature of the beast of a double, because you don't know.
Yeah.
You just don't know whether it's the Bills or the Eagles coming out of that first bracket, and then
Should
be back. Back there.
Yeah.
All right, we're back.
difficulties again.
We're back. The bridge didn't pay the power bill. No, I'm joking. I don't get fired from up here. No, I'm joking. They paid the bill. Our audio and our video engineer's not here.
Yeah.
Well, he is here, but I think he's running around somewhere. But anyway, I think you're right. Jack's is a veteran quarterback, and I think it'll be a good series.
It only really comes down to one game. I'm gonna play my best this one game,
Yeah.
and if you're not playing your best this one game, it could be an upset.
Especially with double elimination. I mean, you never
Yes.
know what happens. If something happens, you drop a game right off the bat, then you're one and done after that.
Yeah.
And so I think when you get in that situation, it starts thinking about things, and you play a little looser, I think, when you got 2 mulligans, so to speak.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
But when you only got one, you're like, oh, you just grip the ball a little tighter, throw it a little too far, miss a flag here. So, yeah, it can be interesting. So we're going to do a quick commercial break, 30 seconds, and when we come right back, we're going to lay out for you our plans for All-Star Weekend, which will immediately follow the Super Bowl. It's going to be fun. It's going to be neat. Stay tuned. We'll be right back in 30 seconds.
Roar Sports would like to thank the following 2025 fall sponsors: A&S Recovery, Dan Cava Toyota, State Farm agent Stephanie Hayhurst Hall, Trinity Transport, Latham Pool Products, El Rey Mexican Restaurant, Bridgeport Conference Center, Fat Angelo's Pizzeria, West Virginia State Police Troopers Association, Subway of Weston, Shop and Save of Weston, Blue Knights, Friedland's Water Gardens, Commodore Realty, Simply Green LLC, and Lost Trail Film and Photo. Thank you for helping us help the youth in our community.
So we saw the light blinking on the camera. Like, why is that light blinking? It's never blinking like that. The power there. But anyway, so All-Star Weekend. The 10U and 12U don't have the exact information, but we are going to blend some players from South and Central together and play those games here. Be kind of fun, lighthearted. There's no grand prize or anything. It's just let some of the athletes play. 15U is probably going to be the biggest one we have figured out. And what we were doing in 15U is traditionally we play 7v7. We're going to go back to full-blown 5v5 tournament rules. So these games will be extremely fast. So if you've never been to an NFL flag regional tournament or any other tournaments, this is the way they run. As usual, the clock's a 12-minute rolling clock half. So 24-minute games, 2-minute halftime. So you get 2 games an hour. We are playing 5v5. And the field here is already marked for that, so it'll be a more narrow field. It's about 25-yard wide field, same length. And to make it a little bit more competitive, this year for 15U, we've taken the top 4 quarterbacks out of 15U. So that's Nate, Evan, Bear, and Jax, and they will all 4 have their own team. We're going to let them draft their teams. We're going to make sure the first round is all even. We'll grab 4 of the top players in that next first round, make sure they're all distributed, and then they'll draft the rest of their teams. They'll play a double elimination tournament. We'll have enough time on All-Star Weekend because the games are very fast. In addition to that, there will be no coaches. So Nate, Bear, Jax, and Evan will all be they'll be the coach, the leader on the field, give them an opportunity to kind of have some fun, call their own plays. We're just going to, some of us will officiate and just sit back and watch and have a good time with it. So we're really excited to see that. And I think most of the 15U kids can make it. There's a handful that can't. But I think we've got enough to do that, so it's going to be kind of fun and put that together. Any parting thoughts before we go in? Where's your mind this weekend or this week going into playoff week? You got a couple games to prepare for with the Lions and Seahawks. You coach.
Well, also the Jags and Titans game. My daughter plays on that team too. So.
Oh, that's right. Well, yeah, I keep forgetting you got kids everywhere.
So that's a nice thing to say.
Well, no. I said we do. We got a kid here. You're coaching there.
Yeah. So my mind is I want it to be a good atmosphere. I want it to be a nice, clean games.
Yep.
I want it to be everything that we expect it to be. No yelling, no fighting, no screaming. But I doubt. We just got to keep it minimum as possible, please, guys. This is a flag football league. This is not the World Cup or final.
Roger Goodell didn't call.
No.
There's no scouts going to be here.
No, we just need. And at the end of the day, guys, it's about the kids.
Yep.
It's not about how much trophies you got on the back of your shoulder or how much rings you're going to take home. That does not matter. What matter is I want to see the kids say, that was a great season, coach, and I want to play next year again. Yep. That's the only end result I want out of this. Thank you.
That's your ending. Yeah, I agree. For the most part, our league's not perfect, but for the most part, this year the coaches have done well.
Yes.
But there's been a couple times, but we from the administrative side, I try to keep that to a minimum.
Yes.
We're all humans.
Yes.
So
I'm bad.
A little bit of grace there. Try to extend within reason.
Yeah.
But parents and coaches need to understand the kids are going to emulate what they see, and if you're screaming and hollering and nagging refs and doing that kind of, the kids are just gonna do what they're seeing modeled for them on the sidelines. And so we just want to try to have a good, fun, exciting atmosphere and see what happens this year. It should be some good games, good matchups.
It's going to be some
Hope
great
we see
games.
some surprise. I hope we get some overtimes. Have we had any overtimes this year?
Maybe one. The Titans. Did the Titans go double?
I think
Or
they
was
might
that
have went
last year?
No, they might have. I don't know. If Bear was here, I'd ask him. He'd remember. I don't
can't remember.
But yeah, so that'll be exciting. Also, don't forget, folks, a couple house cleaning things, if you will. We're having a lot of issues with kids that are part of families, and we love families up here. We love your kids. However, we rent this field from the bridge, and we don't rent the rest of the bridge. So the bridge has policies. If you are 13 years of age or younger than 13, you are not allowed to be unaccompanied by an adult anywhere in the bridge. So, unless the bathroom. So we're seeing some kids getting in some mischief downstairs and so forth. So please make sure your children are accounted for. You have them, as well as the bridge equipment. Some of the mats in there, or the blocks, the jump blocks. This past week, we were cleaning up, and they were just an absolute mess. And it's just, we want to have a good reputation here at the Bridge. So please watch your kids. And as far as seats go, we will have the 10 chairs for both games. All the field chairs, VIP seats will be set up at midfield. So if you want to sit at midfield and enjoy that and not carry your chair in, first come, first serve, 10 seats, VIP, $5 as always. And as we get to Super Bowl Saturday, we will have a $5 gate, but it's an all-day thing. So you pay once, get a wristband, you can watch, enjoy all the games. So those are some things coming up. Pictures. I've had a lot of questions about pictures. Lost Trail Studio told me they're going to get. They should be out and ready this week. The playoff games. So look forward for those.
Yes.
If you have any questions, you can reach out to Lost Trail Studios. Reach out to me, and I'll give you Lost Trail Studios email and phone number. So with that said,
This
little
is it.
couple hiccups tonight, but should we come back for a Super Bowl edition next week?
Yeah, why not?
Should we do that?
Yeah, Super Bowl.
All
edition.
right. All right.
And let's get some kids that actually plays in the Super Bowl this time.
Yes, we will have
Talk
some
about
Super Bowl things. Maybe we'll even have.
Yeah, but you got to lose the hot dog question. That was a terrible question. You got to put hot dog or cheeseburger or something.
Hot dog or pizza. That was pretty easy.
Pizza or cheeseburger. No.
Pizza is undefeated.
Pizza
Fat
will be
Angelo's,
undefeated.
if you're listening,
But a
you are
cheeseburger-
undefeated, huh?
A cheeseburger could compete. No, not a hot dog's not going to win, man. I'm sorry.
I don't know. All right. Well, for Coach Biggs, Jason, founder and president of Roar Sports, we're glad you guys are here. Thanks for watching and sticking with us. If you have any information you want to relay to us, get to us, questions you want to ask, info at roarsportswv.com, info at roarsportswv.com. Reach out to us also 304-6